broken down piano in the corner, and most every dancer learned a basic thing called stop time. And one dancer would play for the other, and it was a one-finger thing. That was the stop. That's an 8-bar phrase of stop time. So everybody played for everybody, and consequently, then some guys would come in and, you know, maybe played a little better. Actually, it sort of taught you a few basic chords, and from then on, the rhythmic pattern is so similar until everybody could just play a little stop time. And then it became like a competitive thing. They'd all bring their shoes, and easily there had to be 25, 30 reputable dancing acts in New York City.
Among those acts were Chet Atkins, who teamed up for many years with Honey Coles himself, and Chuck and Chuckles. Chuckles and his partner, Chuck Green, the protege of the great John W. Bubbles.
And Bubbles was the man who began all of this sound. Here again, I know I'm going to have problems with the musicians. He was the man who started the bebop beat. He didn't start the sound. He didn't start the horn playing or the, you know, but he started the syncopation. You know, like that kind of syncopation. Where prior to that, if you, any record that you listen to prior to the 30s, you will hear the drummer go. That's his steady thing. That's his steady thing. He didn't go dropping bombs in that. So along came Bubbles, and he started where Bill Robinson was up here on his toes. Bubbles started dropping the heels. The step that we're doing now, that is a sort of Bubbles thing, but the living exponent of John W. Bubbles, of the man who started the bebop era, Chuck Green.
Broadway of the 1930s was dominated by lavish spectacular musical or revue, and Hollywood was taking all the best ideas and making them even more lavish. 100 chorus girls tapping in unison. The spectacular reached astonishing heights with the genius of Busby Berkeley, whose ingenuity has never been rivaled.
Every vaudeville show, every legit show had tap dancing acts. There was no, until Agnes DeMille came along with Oklahoma, every picture even, you know, the big Busby Berkeley things from California, they had the tap dancers. All of the choreans, all the chorus people did tap, as opposed to Agnes doesn't like the term ballet as far as she's concerned. It was just another form of dance, but prior to that, tap was the greatest thing in all of show business.
The great American choreographer, Agnes DeMille, did not kill tap single-handed, but her athletic dances for Oklahoma sounded the death knell when it opened on Broadway in 1943.
Oklahoma came along, and then television came along. Once you've done your act on television, you know that you no longer have an act. You know, everybody sees. Whereas before, it would take maybe 10 years for somebody to be accustomed, because you work maybe 1 week out of a month, and you'll be in Philadelphia this week, and Pittsburgh next week, and Oklahoma the following week. Consequently, everybody didn't see your thing at one time.
Choreography for Broadway and Hollywood shows became more and more athletic and orientated towards modern dance, until one day the wheel came full circle.
There came a show called No No Nanette, a revival of No No Nanette, and they had a big tap number in the show, and it was an instant success. And consequently, all of the directors and choreographers started thinking in the tap vein. Consequently, now, if you apply for a job in New York City in any of the legit shows, when I say legit, I mean Broadway musicals, you have to have the ability to tap. And the kids are flocking to classes now to learn tap, because they realize the necessity of it. Prior to that, it was all ballet. Around here, let's have some of the intermediate and advanced students up here now. Give me 2 lines, please. Come on up. Now, give me 2 lines here, please. Come on up just a little. All righty. Now, you remember I stress. Doom, deaky, doom, deaky, doom, bop, deaky, doom, deaky, doom, deaky, doom, deaky, doom, bop, deaky, doom, deaky, doom, deaky, doom, deaky, doom, bop. All right, let's hear that. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, Good. And, all right, hold it. All right, you remember the break. Break, now you got, the second time you come to the right foot, beaty-dum, beaty-dum, beaty-dee-dot, beaty-dum, and, okay? Beaty-dum, beaty-dum, beaty-dee-dot, beaty-dum, and. All right, good. 1, 2, the whole first step. A 1, 2, 3, and. Right. Listen to the music. Feeling of a release in there, so they'll get accustomed to it on the 3rd 8. Okay, here we go. Now, when you do this, when you do the 3rd 8 bars, which is this step, you got a lot of doom, deaky doom, deaky doom, deaky doom, deaky doom, deaky doom, deaky doom, doom. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, and. difference in the sound, the difference in the feeling of it when you go into that 38 bars, because it's kind of a good, I mean, the release of the bar. Now you've done yap, deep, dop, dee, dop, dee, dop, 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 and you got that again. And step, dop, doo, dee, da, doo, dee, doo, dee, da. The same way. Ya, doo, dee, doo, dee, da, doo, dee, doo, dee, da, and stretch. So you do it this, let me do it once for you. You got ya, dee, dee, doo, dee, da, ya, dee, dee, doo, dee, da, and dee, da, dee, da, 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 ya, dee, dee, doo, dee, da, ya, dee, dee, doo, dee, da, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you got a chord. Okay. All right, now here's what we're going to do. And you probably will recognize this thing. We got a 1, 2, 3, D is not down. 1, 2, 3, D is not down. Let's do that. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, and. All right, I want to hit it. All right, 1, 2, 3, and raise your left toe. Raise your left toe. After you make that down, that comes up. So you got 1, 2, 3, D, and you're going to bring that back. You raise that toe for a purpose. You don't raise it up there to look pretty. You raise it because you're going to pass it over so quickly you won't even realize. You got da, 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 D, and da, da. All right, let's do the whole thing slowly. 1, a 1, 2, 3, and. Da, 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 dee, da. A 1, 2, 3, you D, and da, da, dee, da. All right, you got ya, da, dee, da, dee, da. Ya, da, dee, 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 da. Ya, da, dee, 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 da. Ya, da, dee, 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 da. All right, from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, and. All right, 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, and. Ah, that's better. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, and. All right, you got the ya, da, dee, dee, doo, da, dee, doo, dee, doo. Okay, 1, 2. Lift your toe, lift your toe, lift your toe, and 1. All right, but put it down when you back up. Dee da, dee da. All right, don't drag it, put it in tempo. Dee da, dee da. Okay, and dee da, dee da, and dee da, dee da. Okay, so you got ya da, dee dee doo da, dee doo dee da. Okay, can you hear that? Ya da, dee dee doo da, dee doo dee da. Okay, let's just do that much. And ya da, dee dee doo da, dee doo dee da. Okay, once again, just that much. 1, 2, 3, and. All right, so you stop on the ball of the left foot. So you got ya da, dee dee doo da, dee doo dee da. The reason why, because you're going to make a beat on that heel. There's a beat coming on that heel. Beat down. Okay? You're on the ball of this foot, so you go deep down. You kick out first, and then you make the heel. You're on the ball, deep down. Right. So you got dee da, dee da, dee da. 1, 2, 3, and dee da, dee da, dee da. Okay, and dee da, dee da, dee da. Good. Dee do, dee do, dee da. So you've just brought it down. Dee do, dee kick, dee da. Dee do, heel kick, and down. All right? Dee do, dee da, dee da. 1, 2, 3, and dee do, dee. All right, so you got ya da, dee dee do da, dee do, dee da, dee do, dee da, dee da. Is that clear to everyone? A 1, 2, 3, and. All right, why are we finishing late over here? 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, and. All right, that's good. Now, the purpose of this step is to kind of give you a variation of meters, because it goes from slow to fast to slow to fast. Now it's going to go like almost triple time now, and it's a very simple step, but it only becomes complicated and looks difficult because of the speed of it. And it's this. Okay? Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. you got step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Simple, right? That's a very simple step. Let's do it. And. All right, now you got the dot, the dot, the doot, the dot, the doot, the dot, the down. The dot, the dot, the dot, the dot. That makes it look difficult. You see what I mean? It's exactly double or triple or whatever you want to call it. All right, and so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and. All right, 1. The whole step. 1, 2, 3, go, and. All right. You gotta listen to it once. It's got dot 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 the dot dot do 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 dot do 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 dot. You see, it just shows you the different feelings and the different meter and everything that you can get within the scope of one step. Because you got easy here, the dot dot, that's punctuation. Ya dot do do dot, easy. And then you make it look difficult. You know, 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, and. So you would have what da ba dee ba ba dee ba ba dee ba da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, and. 1, 2, 3, and. Now reach out for this. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. 1, 2, 3. Out. Are you in sort of a plie position here? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right. 1, 2, 3, heel step. 2, 3, heel step. Right. 1, 2, 3, heel step. Heel, 1, 2, 3, heel step. Okay. Let's just do that again. 1, 2, 3, and. Don't rush that. Now you'll notice the difference in the tempo and in the meter-wise here, tempo-wise too. Pick up, Mike. The whole thing. All right, come forward a little so you have some work. After working a few theaters and getting into the rehearsal hall in New York City, I developed a flow of I realized the necessity of traveling, of covering stage, and not just dancing in one spot, because I had, for that year, I was just bound to that one spot. But after I got the advantage of working in a rehearsal hall, I started flowing a little, and having looked at people like Eddie Rector, who was probably the greatest example of dancers going from one side of the stage to the other and still in rhythm. I felt that I couldn't leave any space open, any musical, any bar structure space open. And consequently, I jammed everything. It's like playing a horn in that fashion. And I think that was basically the reason why I came out with the fast feet, During my period, you had your music written and you stuck with the pattern of your music. But the bebop era came along, and they just, like, they played a whole different ball game. It was a whole different ball game musically, and it was a whole different ball game tap dance-wise with people like Baby Lawrence, Teddy Hale. And you have one of the foremost exponents of the bebop style of dancing right here in England. It's been here some time, and I'm talking about my good friend Will Gaines. You see the vast difference in the Bill Robinson style and the style of the bebop, and then this is called some of it. See, Will has a very distinctive style because he combines paddle and rolling with some of the wing steps and the toe steps, and paddle and rolling is just this. Dancers used to do this for 90 choruses, you know. Say, when is he going to say something, you know? And he's, I don't want to talk about Chaney like that, do I? So, but that's called paddle and roll. It's just a continuation of sounds. See, it doesn't matter to Will. They can play anything, and he's right with it, which is a little different thing. We used to have our music arranged to the tap. Ding and dong, the music had to go. But it's a different ball game with Will, and it's a wonderful, wonderful quality to have, you know, because then you can just walk in and say, hey, play something. He doesn't care what they play, and he's gone. And you know, beautiful sound, beautiful taps. That's the bebop era. All right, let's continue now. I want you to sing what you're doing. No dancing, singing. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, and dee-dee-dum, dee-dee-dum, dee-dee-dee, poppin'. All right, with the emphasis. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. But once you have that rhythm firmly in your mind, then it's no problem for you to transfer it to your feet. So if you get it in your mind, then your feet, you know, automatically they're trained. So if you get it in your mind, yah-dee, da-dee, da-dee, bum-dee, da-dee, 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 bum-dee, da-dee, 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 bum-dee, dee, bum-dee, bum, da-dee, bum-dee, da-da-dee-da. Okay, the whole thing. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, Mike. Okay. All right. Good. All right. Now let's sort of review, because I have one little eensy peensy little piece of tap that you have to put on the other step that we learned to finish it off completely as an 8-bar phrase. So let's for the sake of memory, let's go through that. Okay. For the step. We'll do this without music this time, Mike. We're doing. Okay. Now remember, you can't start this if ever you're going to do it alone. Don't start it up here. If you start it up there, you'll never get to this. You know what I mean? You'll never be able to do that in time. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, and. All right. You got the yop, you got yop, whatever you got. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dop, that's where you finish, right? Dee-dee-dee-dop. Dee-dee-dee-dop. There again, you must remember to raise that toe to prepare yourself for this. You're here. You will not do it unless you raise that toe and prepare yourself for it. You're here. Dee-dee, right? Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. That toe must be up in order for it to work coming back here. You understand what I'm saying? Raise your left toe. Raise your left toe. And make that sound. Okay? You got all of that. D, D, D. D, D, D. D, 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 D. Okay? 1. Just from here. Yop, yop, D, 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 dot. Okay? And. Yop, yop. So you got a little pause in there. You have an and in there. You got yop, yop, D, 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 dop, and. It's a quick and, so it's not an and, it's a breath more or less. Here we go, and. And. right, let's do the whole step. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, and yeah. All right, now here's the little body motion. Little body motion here. You got the da 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 da. You turn here. Okay? The da 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 da. You're back over here. Okay? So you got an actual reverse motion there. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, and. Good. Put that forward. Just put that last beat forward. Yata do do down. Your body's here. Here we go. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, and. Good. Okay. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, and. All right. Yata do do down. That's an explosion there. Yata do do down. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, and. All right, yap, do. Let's continue. A 1, 2, 3, and yap, dee-dop, yap, dee-dop, dee-dop, dee-doo, 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 dee-dop, 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 dot, yap. Now give me the accents, and give me the motion too. We have yap, da, do, dee, doo, da, dee, doo, dee, da, dee, doo, dee, da. You know, you move over to your right on that. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, and. You're not doing a couple of things that you're not doing. Crossing, bop. Crossing on that. Right, cross, bop. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, and. All right, it's coming along. It's coming along. We won't worry too much about the motion of it. As long as I know that you have the rhythm pattern in your mind, then there's no problem. So you got diddly dop, bop, dop. Okay, here's what we have. Diddly dop. Ziddly dop. Ziddly dop. Da 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 da. There. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 dee da. Only it's the heel comes down quickly. Da 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 dee da. And da 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 dee da heel. Okay, and. Okay, and. All right. Da 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 dee da da da. Once more, and. Da 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 dee da da dee do. Now this will bring into play turning your toes up. Turning your toes up. Okay? So you have dee do dee da. Dee do dee da. Or it starts with the right foot. Okay? So you have this. Diddly da da dee da dee do dee da dee do dee da. Okay, and. All right, you'll have more than that. I just did 2 of them. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. All right, so what you'll have is shoot dee da da dee da dee do dee da dee do dee do dee do dee do dee do dee do dee da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. Okay, once again. Here you hoop-de-doo down, hoop-de-doo. So you've done a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hoop-de-doo. Heel step. Heel step, heel step, heel step. Okay? Heel step, heel step, heel step, heel step. Okay? 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. Hey, hop, hop, hop. Heel, 1, 2, 3, and section there. Do you dee da da dee da dee do dee da dee 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got a little twist there. 2, 3, 4. Yes. 1, 2. A 1, 2, 3. Till you da da dee da. Hold it. I see what's happening. You got a definite hop there. Hoo-dee da bow. Plant that. Hoo-dee da bow dee da dee do dee da. 1, 2. A 1, 2, 3. Hop 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hold it right there. Just where you are. You got hand the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I'm sorry, and the 1, 2, 3, 4 down. You got another beat there. You got another stomp. A 1, 2, 3, and do down. 1, 2, 3, and do down. Okay? Oh, just that. Just that. And a 1, 2, 3, down. Okay? Now you're on the ball of your left foot. You finish up on the ball of your left foot. And 1, 2. Right. Now you have this. Okay? That's you stay on the ball of the left foot and you turn your toe again. Here's the principle of the toe being up. 1, 2, 3. See, all that toe does is hit in passing. Raise that toe a little more. The toe hits in passing. That's all the toe does. So you have da dee dee da dee dee da dee dee doo da dee doodly 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And ya da da dee 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I'm not hearing the sections as distinctly as I should. The first section, that dee 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 da da dee do dee doo dee da. And dee da. No, don't do it. And do dee da da dee da dee doo dee da. Ho dee doo 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And dee doo dee doo dee doo doo da dee doo dee doo dee. Okay, 1, 2. A 1, 2, 3, and. You're racing your tempo. You're racing your tempo. You got to keep it right there. It's where you started. A 1, 2. A 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Ayo, de da da dee da dee do dee da. And a 1, a 2. A 1, 2, 3. Hey, da da dee da dee do dee da. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. All right, you're running away with it. Don't run away with it. Now give me a pickup and do until I stop, Mike. Da bop, do bop. Listen. You don't race it. You don't race it because you're inclined to race it. 1, 2. A 1, 2, 3, and. Oh, no, you're not listening. You're not listening. Da da dee da dee do dee da dee do dee dee and down. Do that once more. I may not be doing that backup quite long enough. Do it once more for me, Mike. 1, bop, 2, bop, 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 and. Yeah, it's 7. Yeah, it's 7. That's counted right. I thought maybe I was. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, and. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Let's do it again. Now Now you know where you're inclined to increase the tempo. You're inclined right here to do da dee da dee doo dee da 1. Take your time there. Do do dee do dee do. And like ladies, this is that particular motion is a motion from the Eleanor Powell, Ginger Rogers days. Because all the ladies did, you know, with that, you know, so you all can do that. You stay with me, okay? Okay. I don't want no misunderstandings. All right, let's do the 2 steps together now. We've done yappity bappity bippity bop dee doodly boppity doodly bop dee yop dee doodly doodly bop dee doodly bop and all right. Dee doodly dop. Hey, the dop dop dee dop dee doo dee dop. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3 and. Everybody has the ability to learn to tap.